Hello and welcome to the Mind of Sunnyvale. I am Wanda, aka Sunnyvale, and I want to thank you for watching my video. Today, I'm going to be making a simple and delicious pasta salad that requires very little cooking that you are sure to enjoy. But first, we're going to go over the ingredients, any tools you might need. We're going to prepare it, and then the best part, we get to taste it. And now for the ingredients. So, I put all my seasoning in one bowl because I knew I was going to be tossing it in at the same time, so it didn't have to be separated. We have 3/4 teaspoon of salt. We have 1/2 teaspoon of fresh cracked pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of granulated sugar. I know, sugar, but sugar in this recipe does what salt does for sweet baked goods. It enhances the flavor and gives it a little bit of depth. Then we have 1/4 teaspoon of dried oregano, and this is optional because I've made the recipe with it and without it, but 1/2 teaspoon of basil paste. You know I love my basil paste. Then we have 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil. We have 1/2 cup of red wine vinegar. I'm using 1/2 cup of diced red onions. You can use as little as 1/4 if you don't like that many onions. I've made it both ways. Then I have 1 diced yellow bell pepper and 1 diced orange bell pepper. I like to use those two because of the color it brings to the salad, but you can use any 2 bell peppers that you have on hand. Then I have about 1 cup of grape tomatoes. It's actually 20 grape tomatoes, and yes, I did count it. So I quartered these. Then I have 2 mini seedless cucumbers. You can use 1 regular cucumber if you like. If you don't see seedless, you might also see English cucumber, but if they don't have either one of those, just use a regular cucumber. It's totally fine. Then I have pre-cooked, I already cooked this, 8 ounces of the farfalle or the bow tie pasta. I actually cooked the whole 16-ounce box because I knew I would be making this recipe twice. And I rinsed it off and chilled it. And I'm using only 8 ounces in this recipe. And I just saved the other 8 ounces for the next time I make it. And then I have 1/2 cup of Parmesan Romano shredded cheese. You are going to need a large bowl to prep it in and some kind of spoon or spatula to mix everything together. And now it's time for us to start prepping. It's super easy. So first I'm going to start adding the seasoning because we're going to make our dressing first, and I'm going to use my spatula to get out the basil paste. Sometimes it can be a little sticky. And then I add in my olive oil and my red wine vinegar. A little more olive oil in the container. And I'm just going to mix these together to start the salad. This is the dressing that will coat your pasta and your vegetables. I like to add in the bell peppers and the onions first because 2 reasons really. 1, it infuses flavor into the dressing, and if your onions are a little strong, the red wine vinegar soak can make them a little milder. So I'm just going to mix this together. And then we just start adding in the veggies. I can smell it. It smells, the red wine vinegar is coming through. I can smell a little bit of the red onion. It's, yes, all the spices, and I can smell it now. I'm getting hungry. So now I'm just gonna put in my tomatoes. Again, I pre-cut, chopped everything ahead of time. So now we're just at the mixing stage. So every time I add something, I'm just mixing it in well because I want everything to be coated in the dressing. And hey, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always enjoy that. Okay, that's thoroughly mixed in. And the pasta, I add in a little bit at a time because I want to make sure all of the pasta gets coated so I don't just dump them all in at one time. So add a few in, toss, then I add a few more. probably do it in thirds. So add that in maybe one more time. I'll add the rest of it in. So you can see how colorful it is. That's why I like to use the different color bell peppers. There's some red, some green, some yellow, some orange. It's really beautiful. And then the last bit of the pasta. Nice little arm workout here. So I think all of the pasta has been coated. And last step, I'm going to add in the Parmesan cheese. And again, just stir to make sure everything gets mixed well. Smell some of that basil. Smell the red wine vinegar, which I really enjoy. I really like red wine vinegar. And voila. Now that was simple. So simple. So I'm going to do a quick taste just to make sure I like the flavor of the dressing with the pasta. So I have a little plate here. I'm just going to get one piece of pasta first and get one without all the veggies. This is really just tasting the dressing. So give it a taste. It's really good. Now I'm going to give myself a nice big portion because I kind of want to taste some of the veggies with it. You can see you get a little bit of veggie, a little bit of pasta, and every spoonful. Oh, so good. And it tastes good. So now I have my bowl. I'm going to try to get some pasta, get a little cucumber. Oops, I'm dropping pasta everywhere. Get a little pepper and This is really good. It's very, very good. And I'm being messy, getting pasta everywhere. It's very good. But again, this is a time when you taste it, if you want to adjust the flavors, it's a great time to do it. Now that it's all incorporated and mixed together, it's a very versatile recipe. You can edit the cheese, you can edit the type of veggies. It's up to you. I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you give this recipe a try. Let me know what you think. Always remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And until the next time, have a Sunny Belle day. Goodbye.